Hello, hello, my YouTube family and friends. I pray that everyone is having a blessed, beautiful Saturday. It is indeed a blessing to be alive, and if you have not said it already, let's say it together. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. It's just a blessing to be alive. We I, including myself, there's so many things that we tend to take for granted, but we cannot we cannot afford to take for granted God's grace, his mercy, his goodness, his kindness, his protection. He keeps on blessing us in spite of us. And so I just wanted to hop on here and bring some another testimony. I have so many things that the Lord has brought me through and continues to bring me through, and a lot of things have transpired in my life that you know some of those things, I don't think I truly realized how traumatizing they were. And I've shared in previous videos where I've been molested, by attempt of molestation. And then also the last one I uploaded was my family members molested me. So but I'm still here. God is still blessing me. He's still blessing you as well. But I wanted to share about this particular incident that happened in my life. It was very traumatizing, and I've shared it on this channel before, but I want to share it again because I want to let the devil know he has no power over me. I want to remind him he has no power over my life, over my children's life. And we are grounded and rooted in Jesus, and Jesus is going to see us through. So this goes back to, I guess I was probably about I want to say, I don't know if you all can see me or not. Let me get it a little closer here. So I want to say I was about probably trying to think here. I'll say maybe 10 or 11, maybe 11 or 12. To be honest, I don't really remember. It's just been a long it was a long time ago. But nevertheless, it was traumatizing, and it was, it's frightening to say the least. But my we lived in the projects. I'm just gonna be honest. We lived in the projects, and if you're not familiar with how it used to be, because it didn't used to be all fighting and killing and stealing. Where we live, I would say it was peaceably quiet. It was, it just wasn't a lot going on there. And so sort of everybody kind of sort of knew each other. Where we live like on the end of the units that when you go onto the street. So there were several units, all of them just pretty much like an apartment. So all of them were built differently. Some of them had 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. Some of them had maybe 1 bedroom. They were just all built differently, but still the same, result. It was just a place to live, shelter. But anyway, they had a little front yard. On the back side would be like a big open field. So like the children would go in the big open field with the big lights and stuff, lamp posts, and at night we go out there and play or whatever. Just trying to give you a visualization here. And so, but in the front you had a little bitty porch, like a little, when you came out from inside your place of living, there was a little bitty porch. You had a clothesline you could hang your clothes up on. Because I don't know, I don't even believe we had a wash and dryer. I think we went to the washateria, and then my mom would sometimes hang the clothes up on the line to dry, get them air fresh. But anyway, the front was real small. You had a little bit of grass in the yard, and then on the back is where you share the backside. You share your porch, your little, if you want to call it that, with the people that live next door to you. And so then you would step off of there and walk on the sidewalk, and then there from there into the grass. So just trying to give you like a little picture there. But anyway, across the field from us, in the back of us, lived an old lady. And she I can't remember exactly how I found out she made dolls, but I did some kind of way. I can't remember, because I remember I would go past where she lived going to my friend, my best friend's house, or a place she lived, and because she lived like way away from where I lived. And so I remember I would go, by this little narrow like type of place, like a little it was like a little I want to say like you would go upside where she lived, like her little living area. So it was like a little walk. It was a walkway. That's what it was. So anyway, I just would always pass by there, but I just can't remember how did I know she made dolls. I think it was just children talking, or maybe somebody had mentioned they had bought a doll from her. I can't remember, but anyway, I found out some kind of way. I don't remember. Like I said, I was a young child. It's been years ago, and she was an elderly white lady, and not that matters, but I just want to share that. But anyway, I can't remember who I went into her place of living with. I don't know if it was one of my child friends, or if it was my mom, but I want to say it was my child friend, I think. Can't remember. But anyway, she was, seemed to be pretty much coherent, and she knew what was going on or whatever, but she was pretty, I remember she was pretty up in age, and she just had dolls everywhere in there. I remember when we went in there, and I was just so impressed. And I remember, seemed like I was just bugging my mom, not